Peterson here again with my 9th and 10th top tip for preparing schools for September for pupils with special educational needs and disabilities. So here we go with top tip number 9, staffing considerations. Over the last few weeks, school leaders have been very busy planning for a safe return for both staff and students in September. The DfE guidance for full opening of schools has helped this planning, but every school is different and one size will not fit all. One of the biggest challenges has been to decide how bubbles will work and who will staff them. The expectation is that all staff will return at the beginning of the new term, but the way they are deployed may be very different as classes and year groups have to work within their bubbles. This means that some of our support staff may not be available to support some of our SEND students as they will be supporting within those bubbles. Those responsible for special educational needs and disability students need to work closely with school leaders to ensure that there is capacity for those students who require one-to-one support, that they will be able to receive it. Parents and students need to be aware that they may not have the same member of support staff that they had before lockdown. You may also have to consider the logistics of small group interventions. Remember, the member of staff can move between bubbles, but students cannot be withdrawn and mixed with students from other bubbles. This will require far more support and interventions being carried out within the bubble. Finally, schools also need to consider who will receive catch-up using the government funding, and more importantly, who is going to deliver this. This could also have an impact on staffing in terms of supporting students with special educational needs and disabilities. Okay, here we go with final top tip number 10, looking after your own mental health and well-being. The last 6 months has been very difficult and challenging time for everyone. Some school leaders and staff have not had a break from school since February half term, and they continue to work during the summer break. We need to ensure that we are all in a good place when we return in September. Therefore, we need to look after our own mental health and well-being. We must all try and have a break. In England, there are 2 weeks left of the summer holidays. Take time and enjoy the coming days. On return, we need to ensure that we have a whole school approach to supporting the mental health and well-being of all our colleagues. Some will have lost a loved one. Some will have been self-isolating and still feel very vulnerable. Some will be concerned about the safety of school, and many will be concerned about their students and how they will react when they return to school. There is support available for those staff who may feel they are not coping with all that is going on at the moment. Education Support are the only UK charity dedicated to improving the health and well-being of the entire education workforce. Contact details can be found below. If the mental health and well-being of our adults in our schools is good when they return, then they will be able to support our students. We all have a role to play in ensuring that everyone is able to adapt and deliver whatever is required. This situation is long-term. We need to take it one step at a time. There is no right or wrong answers. We will all be learning on a day-to-day basis and need to be flexible and adaptable as we find a new normal. You can't pour from an empty cup. You need to take care of yourself. Thank you for listening to my top 10 tips. I am Lorraine Peterson. If you want to contact me or find out more about my work, please visit my website lpec.org.uk. You will find a link below. If you have enjoyed these videos, please click on the subscribe button and then press the bell, and this will ensure you are notified of any future videos that I produce. Thank you for watching my top 10 tips.